sad.
Hawker's good. E-Money's good. Peanut's good. Toast.
I know. I think I only got 3. You guys are gonna have to go another round.
I can't. I'm dead.
No, it's a wipe.
No.
Yep, that's 1 orb too short.
How'd you only get 3?
Damn it.
How'd you only get...
Streamer who is in this case more respected than some of the others on this list. She received 3 donations of $1,000 by a donator called T-Goal, who is known for his generosity to many Twitch streamers. And if he's watching, you know, I could do with a new pair of Jordans if you catch my drift.
Go to that Steam group chat room and you get it.
Although a smallest Twitch streamer, a few months ago received a large $2,000 donation from a user named called The King. And as you know, and as you can tell by her reaction, she was very happy with this donation.
Thank you so much. You know that is. I'm crying. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
As you know, and as you can tell by her reaction, she was very happy with this donation.
Thank you so much. You know that is. You know that is.
On Twitch, many people donate to Pink Sparkles with insults, and although she is hated, she recently received a donation from the creator of the popular game store G2A for $3,200, and to many people's outrage, she bans the donation as she deems it's free advertisement until she actually sees the donation amount and cries on stream.
No! No! You will not advertise for anything on my stream! Go away! Don't advertise for anything! Don't do that! Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Stream, Jay, alright. Are you serious right
Afraid I have your back.
I think I ran from him. Okay, was that $1,100? I think that was $1,100 from someone, from Panther Elite. And he came in with a gun. Okay. I'm gonna alt-tab to double check on this. Did I legit... I'm going to Twitch...
makeshift scarf that you obtain at the very beginning of the game playing as a hunter. The reason I think this is cool is because there's a lot of helmets
as a hunter that just look odd with that huge ass robe and hood on. So my two favorite are the Prime Zealot helmet and the Mask of the Third Man when you don't have a hood on. They look pretty cool, and some helmets look cool when you're a male character. So as I was saying, playing with this huge robe just looks odd sometimes. Just look at it. And not to mention, everyone has it on. So everyone looks the same. Playing as a hunter without that makes you already stand out no matter what you're wearing. Here's one of my friends that does the same thing, and at that point you can put your scarf in your vault, and then you can just go on and delete your character. But that's only if you didn't save it in your vault in the first place. And that's about it, guys. I'm Corbin, and
how's it going, everyone? Prestige here, playing some Call of Duty World at War Zombies. I decided to take a break from Black Ops 2 multiplayer and let my nerves simmer down a little bit, and ended up getting into this very strange lobby. The first thing I noticed was my points balance. It started rising rapidly. Then I noticed there was a launcher sitting on the ground, and next to the launcher was a whole bunch of weapons available for pickup. Then I seen a pink box and knew immediately that that was the default weapon, and the last time I used that was actually on the PC version of Zombies when I entered the command for all weapons, and it was just, I never expected to see it on the Xbox 360. This is the first ever hacked, modded, whatever kind of lobby you want to call, that I have ever seen on Zombies that I've ever gotten into personally. The rest that I've seen or gotten into were on actual multiplayer, and those weren't like challenge lobbies, those weren't rank up lobbies, those were all just people jumping around super high, super fast mode. But this is not only a scary thing, it's also a very cool thing. The person that's doing this can control everything that goes on in the lobby, whether it be with your player model or rounds, super jump, fast, slow, whatever they do, they control the environment. And it's just scary to think about, okay, this person could reset my stats, this person could do this, do that, but if you find a person that's, not going to be malicious with what they do, this can be a very fun experience. And I personally think that with what private matches are doing now in Call of Duty, being able to set the bomb timer, how fast the bomb explodes, round limits, bots being able to play objectives now, I think that we should have an option available for this in our private matches on Zombies now, like control gravity, zombie spawns, when power-ups spawn, control the environment, how bright the environment is, contrast, things like that would be awesome. And I'd never seen that many nukes, so I decided to just jump down and grab them. I thought that was cool. I thought it was honestly going to lag out the game, but things like that I really think should be on private match versions of Zombies. I know that would probably cause a bunch of problems, and it's probably really hard to kind of introduce without making it able for people to put in like
What's going on, guys? My name is Prestige. Welcome back to the...
Critics are raving about Annabelle creation. Sparta!
What is up, my fellow beasts? Welcome back to a new video. Today I am bringing you my top 10 weapons in the Call of Duty games that take real skill to use. And I'm bringing you this video a little bit because very often, the Call of Duty haters, very often people like saying that Call of Duty takes no skill to play and whatever. In a way they are kind of right, because most people just like to use the most overpowered weapons in the Call of Duty games, like the ACR, the M16, the NV4, the VMPs and FAMAS. That's all they use all the time. But there are weapons that take real skill to use in the COD games, and that's why they are pretty much non-existent. That's why you never see these weapons being used, because they are not easy mode. And I'm not even talking about weapons like the Uzi, the Executioner, and the Mac 11, the Scorpion, whatever. You shoot motherfuckers with those things, they will die on the spot. You just have to be smart with the attachments and with the perks you put on these things. They're all...
guys, Jake here from Team Epiphany, coming at you with a Destiny video. We're going to be checking out something really cool that I found out, or I saw a post on Reddit about, and that is 25 Destiny codes that you guys can enter in to get some free stuff. A lot of them are these Grimoire, I don't know how to say that. They're the Grimoire cards, which you'll unlock throughout the game, which are, you know, they're kind of cool. However, if you want some actual in-game fun stuff, you can be able to unlock a bunch of emblems as well as some shaders, which is really nice. So you got some shaders down here, some really cool emblems, and these codes can be entered in as many times as you want, so don't worry about it. If you are just coming to this video now, everyone can use them. They're for everyone, and I'll have a link to this Reddit post down below so you guys can check it out and get some more info on it. But basically, if you want to redeem it, you're going to want to go to bungie.net and sign into your account, and you'll get to this code redemption screen where you can actually, so you can see Jake to Gamer, this is my PlayStation account, and down here you have the enter code. Now you can enter all of these manually, but luckily the kind person who made this Reddit post actually has a script down here. So if you go and you copy this, just down here, we're going to copy. And we'll go back to the Bungie website here. Now on Mac, it's Command Option J, but I believe on PC it's Control Shift J. So if I go here, I'm going to go Command Option J, and that's going to bring up the developer tools down here. And I'm going to paste this in and just click Enter. And there we go. You can see here it's going to be going through, and it's actually going through each of them. Card number 6, card number 7. Going to go through all of these here, which I actually think is pretty cool. I had no idea Bungie had these codes that you can enter in on their site. It seems like a cool thing. Definitely something that I assume they're probably going to be supporting going into the future. Probably releasing some cool codes, maybe on Twitter, that sort of thing. So this is actually really neat and awesome, and I'm sure not a lot of your friends know about this. So, you know, you should tell them, show them this video. Make sure you like this video for free codes. Come on, guys, hit that like button for all these free codes. But of course, if you don't tell them, you're gonna have some really cool badass emblems, and they're not gonna know what they look like. I will go in game and show you guys what the emblems look like very quickly once this is done, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back, and we're in the tower here, as you can see, and this is where you're actually going to be able to get your codes and your emblems, as well as the shaders for your character. Now, I did have to restart my PS4, or in this case, if you're on PS3 or Xbox, I'm sure it's the same case. But you can see once I get to the tower, I don't actually have any of the emblems, and that's because you have to go to the Special Orders booth over here, and there you go. Here's all of the shaders, all the emblems, which are actually really cool. I really like these. You can pick them up here for oddly 1 glimmer, which is kind of weird. They didn't make it free, so you know, if you don't have 1 glimmer on you, it might be a bit of an issue. But it is 1 glimmer, and the actual shaders are legendary shaders, and I actually love the Oracle 99 shader. That's the gold one. I'm actually going to put that on in this video here and probably use that from now on. I really like this shader. But there you go. You get all the free stuff. I did actually have to run over to my my little vault and put my other emblems in there, which is a pro tip. You guys didn't know that you can store your emblems in here as well as all your other goodies.
You're a beautiful thing. We're a beautiful thing together.
What's a pop along in YouTube? Rival gaming here.
Alright, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be covering the 5 golden chests on Earth. I will be trying to cover all the other planets as well. If you guys want to see all the other golden chests, please feel free to leave a like. It helps keep me motivated, and it lets me know that you guys are liking on. You just want to run right. It'll be back here in the right back corner. Just follow the path I take to these flight of stairs. And you'll head to this area where you have to head up a flight of stairs and go inside this dark building. And if you keep following the path I'm taking, it'll be right here on this pretty little table. Alright, now, starting from spawn again, you want to take a left. And you want to go across this trench right here. You don't have to get these in no specific order. Please remember that, guys. Just know the 5th chest contains the most valuable thing. Okay, so anyways, go across this trench right here and head up this mountainside. Once you go up that mountainside, you should see a big building out in the distance. You want to head to there. Alright, you gotta make your way up on top of this building right here. You'll see it. Going past the airplane field into this old race station. No, I did not say PlayStation. Alright, so traveling deeper inside this enlarged rectum, you're gonna have to travel up. Come on. You can guess it. Yes, we're going to have to travel up some more flight of stairs. You should see what looks like to be some deformed nipples on the wall. Run past these, and you're going to be encountering your first big fight. Well, if you're going in the order that I'm going in from the very beginning. If you're not, well then, you're going to be encountering a fight. And then once you get past that fight, you're going to have to travel up some more flight of stairs. And once you're up here, this is where the second golden chest will be at. Alright, so the second one, once you get this fight over with, you want to get on top of the building of where you fought this big bad guy at. And it'll be right back here. And guess what's inside? A motherfucking rocket launcher. Check it. A pony. So now the one from this location is actually very close. You just want to head out of this little cave and keep following the stream. Do not head toward the shipwreck. Stay toward this stream. Keep taking this path I'm taking. As you can see, it'll be back here, following this water. Way back here. It'll look like you're going nowhere, but you're actually going somewhere. You're going to the fourth chest, guys. I feel like I'm floating on water right now. And the fourth chest location. Yeah, collect that loot. Let's see what I got. Bam! Now that's a pretty strong weapon for just starting out. So is the rocket launcher. Alright, to show you guys the capabilities of these weapons at my low level, as you can see I started a new character just to show you guys where the golden chest we're at. I'm level 2. Just to show you guys what these weapons are capable of at a low start. Let's kick some ass. Here's some enemies. Alright, now to show you guys what these weapons are capable of. The rocket launcher. And the pulse rifle. Oh, I'm dying. As you see, it's not that bad of a weapon. It's a good start. And not to mention, guys, you probably aren't, liking these weapons because they're not the best weapons you can get. Not at all. But you get something special collecting all 5 golden chests, so keep that in mind. You trying to hide from me? You can't hide from a rocket. Alright, now time to obtain this 5th golden chest. The hardest chest to obtain. Well, it's not the hardest, it's just, let's just say it's not going to be no walk in the park. This 5th golden chest will be on the strike mission, the Devil's Lair. And not to mention, guys, once we start getting further in the planets, right here, Walker, you will find your final chest. Oh, son of a bitch! And that's what happens. Right here, and it'll be down here. You want to do this as quick as you can, because this mother-ucky will destroy your ass. But it'll be right down here. Oh, son of a gun! I just remembered, this is my...
You really think this is gonna work?
Trust me, we're going viral.
This is internet gold.
Going viral, get scrubbing bubbles, clean and disinfect.
20,000 views. What? S.C. Johnson.
What's the problem happening here, Joe? Rival game in here.
What's going on, everyone? It's Rifle here, and I'm back with some more Destiny Secret Golden Chest locations. In this video, I'll be covering the planet Moon. To get this started, I'm going to be using the missions as a guidance, just so you guys can know the whereabouts on where to head to, because it can get kind of confusing, especially trying to find areas on each planet, because the planets are huge. Anyway, so the first chest is going to be right from spawn. You just want to follow the main path down the road, and you'll come across some rocks. Behind these rocks will be the first golden chest. Now guys, as always, remember, pay attention to the loot I get, because the loot that I am getting will be very similar to yours. Okay, now for the second and third chest, you want to start the mission, The World's Grave. Once you are entering inside the High Fortress, you want to make your way down inside this behemoth. Once you get down toward the bottom, do not keep continuing onward. You should see some water at the very bottom. Just go on in the water and the chest will be right back in this crevice. Now keep in mind guys, the second gold chest is the most valuable in my opinion because you unlock a new emblem, so you have to collect this chest just so you can look more badass than the others. It's the Jade Rabbit emblem. You gotta remember, it is always going to be the second gold chest to get this emblem. Okay, so now the third chest is going to be in the final room of the World's Grave mission. You'll see a bunch of these people looking like they're praying of some sort, and this is where you will find the third chest at. It'll be right on these rocks, right below the platform that you stand on when entering the room. This may seem very easy to find, but it can actually be very easy to miss, just because you pay attention more to the monsters than you do your surroundings. Okay, so the fourth chest is going to be inside the Temple of Crota. If you guys remember the very first mission you do on the moon, where you entered the Temple of Crota, and you had to let Ghost analyze a dead guardian in front of the temple, that is the temple that you're going to be heading to again. Once again, I suggest going on patrol mode for this one, and heading inside this temple. It can be a little watchtower, is that? Where in the story mission, Ghost says that the Guardian was camping out at this area. You want to take a left at this point and head past all this clutterness. Now just jump down to that chest. Sure, making your way down to the chest is easy. Now the tricky part is getting back up area. And then from there, you just want to head to the door to your right. This is the easiest way I can to direct you guys. And then just look down to the right. Now just jump down to that chest. Sure, making your way down to the chest is easy. Now the tricky part is getting back up. You'll see some platforms that you can jump on to make your way back up. So you know what to do here. Jump on these platforms and make your way back up. Or you can just jump off the ledge and take the easy way out. It's your decision. Live or die. Okay, now the final chest is going to be on the Summoning Pit Strike. You will encounter this behemoth named Fogoth. It's your decision to fight him or not to fight him. But at the very end of this area, you will find your final chest. It'll be hidden down on this platform, just like how the third chest was on the World's Grave story mission. Now that's wrapping up all these golden chests for the planet Moon. Thank you all so much for getting this far in the video. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And
You've got the stuff to make life rich.
what's going on, guys? It's Rifle here, and welcome to another Destiny Golden Chest Locations guide. In this guide, I will be covering the planet Mars. Okay, to get this started, I will be going by missions for your guys' guidance, so you guys can be able to map out where to go on Mars, because it's a pretty large planet, and it can get kind of confusing. Okay, so to start off on patrol. And right where you spawn at, you just want to follow the main path. And one of the first buildings that you encounter, that is the building where you will find your first golden chest from Mars at. Keep in mind the loot that I obtain will be very similar to the loot that you obtain. Okay, now the second chest is actually pretty close to the first chest. You want to head to the Hollows. Just take this path that I take, except try not to fail as hard as I fail going off this cliff. The Hollows is a huge tunnel. Just take this path that I take. Before you exit the tunnel, there will be an opening in the ceiling that you can jump up in. So you know what to do. Make your way up in that crevice in the ceiling. The second golden chest will be up in there. Okay, now the third chest, this is going to get a little tricky here, so guys, pay attention.
warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again. What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back. Scanning for the warp drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands. I hope you're ready for this. just killed an Archon. And we got a warp drive.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Charachter. Welcome back to another Destiny video. Today I am showing you guys how to get a very easy exotic in Destiny, the Taken King. This is only by doing quests and ranking up one of your experience reputations. So it's pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, make sure you have rank 3 with the Queen's Wrath. If you do not have rank 3, you will not be able to do this. You will be able to do the quest, but you won't get a gun. So make sure you have rank 3. You could do the quest first and then get rank 3 after, but I would suggest working on rank 3 first. Now, second, you want to go ahead and unlock the Taken War quest with Petra, not the ones with the Guardian Masters like Kate 6 and Eva and all of those people. You want Petra to give you these Taken War quests because they are directly linked to the Queen's Wrath, and they will give you tons of Queen Wrath XP for doing these quests. So to complete the Taken War, it's very simple. It just requires you to go on a couple of planets and defeat Taken champions. It's not too hard. It's kind of tedious, but you can do it. Just get a fire team and go complete that. Now, when you are done with the Taken War quest, you are supposed to get a quest called Lost and Found. This quest is glitched. You normally don't get it. You are supposed to get it, but you don't. What happened to me is I finished the Taken War quest, and then I completed all of Varric's House of Wolves quest, which you do unlock after you complete the Taken War quest. And then actually the next morning, after completing all of that, the Lost and Found quest with Petra unlocked, and that is the final quest in this exotic quest line. So I'm not sure if you are supposed to complete the Varric's Wolves quest or not, but I would go ahead and do it. You know, it's there, and you have a lot of time until the Lost and Found quest unlocks. So go ahead and complete those 2 quest lines, and then wait a couple of hours, maybe until the next morning, and the Lost and Found quest should unlock. Now, this is where the rank comes in, okay? The Lost and Found quest is insanely easy. It just requires you to go around the Dreadnought in a couple of places and kill some enemies, and then kill some enemies in the Court of Oryx. I ran only one Tier 1 court, and ended up completing that quest. So, it's insanely easy to complete, but if you do not have rank 3 when you go turn this quest in, you will not get the gun, which is what happened to me. I was so mad, man. I spent so much time.
Good morning, Pamela. What's shaking? Woo! Okay, I am normally really happy, and I am happy, except for it's my last day in LA today. Yeah, well, I have tomorrow morning for a minute, but that's it. And that makes me sad. But I'll be back, right? Right, Maverick? Yeah. What do you think? Gonna miss me? Gonna miss me? Maverick! Oh, look who's here. So I gotta change and wear my Jake Paul merch, and then when I'm with the Low Gang, I've got the Low Gang merch on. It's a rough life going back and forth. But before we get to the meet and greet at the elementary school, going back and forth. But before we get to the meet and greet at the elementary school, I want to show you what happened yesterday. Go watch.
Flashback.
Tristan can do the work. Now, do that again. I need again.
I don't want them to get like intimidated, you know.
No, oh my gosh, I don't know. How am I going to do that? You know what you guys are really doing? Cleaning the floor.
Yep. Oh, exactly. Exactly like that. Freestyle on that.
That's all I got.
So you're just gonna wanna like your butt, like loosen. I don't have a butt. Loosen like this up back here. Just go. Yep. There we go. Yep. There we go. It's less than the knees. This is tiring. I know. It's less than the knees and more like the butt. She's so good at this. You want to move it to the wall? Okay, let's move it to the wall.
Hello. What are you playing? Oh.
You're approaching the shore. The family are using some sort of signal amplifier. Let's see what they're sensing.
exactly you redeem it. So then, as you can see, I'm currently wearing the default armor shader, and if we throw on the blacksmith armor shader, it turns everything a really nice black, grey and gold colour. It's a really nice colour combination. If you're into these colours, this is the shader for you. Let's throw on the unyielding casque to see exactly what that looks like. It turns the helmet gold. Let's throw on a random piece of chest armor too. Like I said, it
turns everything a grey, gold and black colour combination. These are fairly rare to get a hold of these days, so if you'd like to know how you could win one of these, stick around until the end of the video. Let's also throw on the Shattered Bull Cloak, as this gives you a good idea of how cloth looks in this shader. So there you go, my friends. I have 25 codes to give away. If you'd like to know how you can win one, well, I'm going to show you now. So then, I'm giving the first 5 blacksmith shader codes away right here on this video. You'll find them in the description box below. Once you have your code, visit this page on Bungie.net, sign in with your Xbox Live or PSN ID. Yes, these codes will work on all 4 console platforms, and enter the 9-digit code. You can then pick up your blacksmith shader from Tess in the tower. Now, if you weren't quick enough to redeem the codes in the description box, here's how you have a chance to win one of the remaining 20 codes. So then, all you need to do is follow me on Twitter, @MoreConsole. You'll find the link to my Twitter page in the description box below. I'll be giving away the remaining 20 blacksmith shader codes throughout the week from my Twitter account. Huge thanks to Pope Bear for supplying me with the codes. And guys, stay tuned for heaps more Taken King content. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe for daily Destiny content, and thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. And as always, until next time, Guardians.
Let's check it out.
You took a ton of pictures at the wedding. Good thing Google Photos can find them all and make them easy to share.
Hello again, my friends. In this video, we're going to look at Destiny's top 5 rarest shaders. At number 5, we have the exclusive shaders that were bundled with the Taken King Collector's Edition. These are the first and only class-specific shaders. Now, as you can see, the Nebula Glow shader can only be worn by Hunters, the Sulfur Burnish shader can only be worn by Titans, and the Electric Aquarius shader can only be worn by Warlocks. Now, as well as these shaders, the Taken King Collector's Edition also came with exclusive class items and emotes, and this caused quite a bit of controversy in the Destiny community. Players were upset that content was being locked behind an expensive Collector's Edition, and so Bungie also made these items available in a cheaper standalone bundle. At number 4, we have the Old Guard shader. Now, as a thank you to Destiny's Year 1 veterans, Bungie gave away exclusive items known as VIP rewards. Players received the Old Guard shader, a Raven Steel Sparrow, a Be Brave emblem, and a Brave Ghost shell. Now, to qualify for these items, players had to hit light level 30 or purchase expansions 1 and 2 by August 31st, 2015. Now, Bungie made it clear that these items will remain permanently exclusive, so if you didn't get this shader in that time frame, sadly, you now never will. At number 3, we have the Crimson Days shaders. Now, Crimson Days was a special holiday event that only lasted 7 days between February 9th and February 16th of 2016. The 2 exclusive shaders only dropped as random endgame rewards, so unless you got lucky during the 1 week the Crimson Days was active, well, no shader for you. And just in case you were curious, here's what the shaders look like. This is the Valentine shader, and as you can see, it's very red indeed. The other shader that you could earn was the Rose Bright shader. It's kind of creamy white and red. Here's the emblem that you could earn. It's called the Crimson Crest emblem. And let me also show you one of the ghosts that you could earn too. This is the Sugary Shell ghost, and it's made of chocolate. Yummy. Let's move on. At number 2, we have the Blacksmith shader, which could only be acquired in one of 2 ways. The first way that you could get your hands on it was as a pre-order bonus for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The second way was to be at one of the events in which Bungie was handing out these Blacksmith shader codes. I believe they did this at E3, Gamescom, and other gaming expos. Now, demand for these shaders was so high that some of them sold on eBay for up to $60. God damn. And at number 1, we have the Prayer of Nepal shader. Now, back in April 2015, the country of Nepal was devastated by an earthquake. In order to help raise money, Bungie sold this exclusive Prayer of Nepal shader, the Pride of Nepal emblem, and a special Destiny t-shirt. Now, generous Guardians helped raise over $1 million for this worthy cause. Obviously, this shader was made specifically for this particular fundraiser, and so will never be made available again. And this is what makes it Destiny's rarest shader. Now, staggeringly, this shader and emblem was selling on eBay